Come on in, my crafty friends. Let's get on tonight for another Crochet and Unwind. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not going to be on long, but I did want to get on. I was going to get on yesterday, and this weather's been like really weird. Because yesterday I was thinking about getting on maybe in the afternoon, and all of a sudden I see the lights flicker, and then they go out. And they were out for about 2 hours, and it's hot outside, but fortunately, it wasn't too hot in here. So, what is today? Wednesday? I wanted to get on because I have a busy week. Right now, I am finishing up another mug rug using gold and black. That over there. And then I'm going to talk about this. We'll talk about the Grinch. But right now, I want to finish up this. I did the Army. So now I had the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and now the Army. And instead of doing the Army is normally like USA. So to keep it from being too much like the United States of America, instead of the United States Army, I decided to just put their name Army. So I'm not sure. I may put all the patterns as opposed to like I was going to just do the patterns and then put them on fix my little hat. I was going to do the patterns and then put them on my Etsy shop individually, but I think I may just do a bundle. I may do all the Air Force. But this one I did in the back, I carried over the yarn. Some parts I just kind of, as you see, I started off where I was weaving it in, but then I started carrying it. So now I have a few more tassels to add, and this will be finished. I'll probably take photos and upload it. But I've been a busy little bee. I've been very, very busy. And if you don't know who I am, you're joining. I'm Deborah, and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations. And on tonight, I'm going to be doing a little review of the Grinch. The little project. It worked up really fast. I think the last time I was on, I showed him. And I think he was pretty much finished at night, the same night. So it works up. The pattern works up super fast. I can do it in under an hour. That was my first time actually doing him. And some of the things we'll talk about, just my assessment of it. But he worked up really, really fast. Right now, I'm trying to finish up these projects. And I'll show you some of the new stuff I have. But I've been working on quite a bit of different things. But I'm going to have to start putting this stuff aside real soon and get focused. But for now, I want to go ahead and just finish these tassels. And then I will be finished. I was going to bring them all together. But one of them I gave away already. And I'm not going to redo. I'm not going to redo another one. So, but otherwise, I've been working on organizing this room. I'm moving stuff out of it, giving things away. A lot of things I'm giving away to make room. And I decided, as much as possible, and as much as I like yarn, I'm going to try not to make or buy any more yarn. I'm going to try to use what I have because I have quite a bit. Sometimes I see a new project and I want to just work on it, but I'm going to stay focused. I've been working on a couple things, and it's been really a good good time to start getting ready. I'm speaking of time to get ready. Do you know they already have the Halloween stuff out in Lowe's? Halloween. Talk about this. Okay, they talk about Christmas in July, but Halloween? Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I haven't been up here. I haven't cut on my computer in a minute. So I'm hoping everything will be, that it will do the right thing and not mistreat me. I need to come up here and let it run a little bit longer before I actually get on to keep it stabilized and let the internet kick on. But yesterday we lost power for about 2 hours. The sun was shining. It was hot as Hades. And I don't know why the power went out. I just saw a flicker and then it went out. Better not be them data centers. They need to supply their own stuff. Did nobody ask them to come? Did nobody ask you to come? So anyway, this is coming on pretty good. I find myself, if I don't put them up, I'm using it. So I might see I have 1, 2, yeah. We'll see. Originally, it started off as a gift giving, and then it turned into a full project. I may need. Yeah, I got enough. Yes. So just putting on the tassels on the end of this mug rug for the army. I probably can straighten up the levels a little better on the next round, but for now, I was just trying to get it done. Get it done. If it goes out, hang in there. Probably before I get off tonight, it'll probably be strong and stable. I haven't determined it yet, because once I set a time, I want to be able to stick with it. And then I'm not sure if I want to go live all the time. So I may do some where I'm not live all the time. But I find that when you do lives, I like to talk to my people. I like to tell people that are my new subscribers, welcome. Okay, so I finished that. Make sure it looks okay. Oh, there it goes. So that's finished. Who knows? I might take some pictures and put it on my Instagram. Okay. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw that I made a watermelon market bag. Isn't that cute? I did find these tags like this on Amazon. So I just popped that on there and I decided to do this. I think it's cute, but it's a little small. I want to get a bigger one, but this will be good. Like if you go to the market and you want to do like just maybe some fruits and you don't have a whole lot. Because if you go to Sprouts, they make you pay 10 cents for their bags. So I really would like to get a bigger one, but I don't know. I might have got tricked by AI. This may be an AI pattern because look how little this is, but it's still cute. You can, if you have a one, hold on, internet. If you have a little one, then you can bring them with you. So I have this, I did, and this. And you saw last time I started working on the Grinch. Like I say, I'm not going to be on here long. But I started on the Grinch, and here he is complete. Now, let's talk about him. I bought this at Hobby Lobby last year. And let me turn the other side. So this is him, and this is mine. It's kind of close. I couldn't get the mouth all the way, and I was through. Anyway, but the scarf, it gave some really odd instructions. I wasn't trying to figure it out. So what I did, I just did a single crochet with both of them. And I said, okay, that's good enough. Because the pattern instructions was not very clear in regards to that. So here he is. He worked up really fast. The nose, if I was to do this again, let's see. The mouth can probably, I can always pull the mouth out and redo it, but I'm not. And then his nose can be a little bit smaller. But what I noticed about this pattern is I did it per the instructions. And if you notice, the picture was beautified. I guess what do they call it when they, you know what it is when they kind of clean up the photo? Because look at his top. And then look at this top. Trying to make sure I'm looking, peeping so I can make sure you see it. So this top and this top does not look the same. So this must be like an AI, some type of, I'm not going to say it's AI generated, but it's cleaned up pretty good. But I think overall, he turned out pretty good. He soft. But what I noticed is, you know, my little soda can, I need to finish the one. Maybe I'll take this one off. This is the one I need to do a hoodie for. This is the one where I have the bottom to it. But what I noticed with the Grinch, I'm going to take his scarf off. He fits in perfectly. And I was like, whoa. So you can have this pattern from, look at that. Isn't that cute? The Grinch goes, he celebrates the United States of America 250 years. So I found out that he fits perfectly in this. Not all the way perfect, but it's still like a little stuffing. This pattern I may eventually do and put on Etsy or Ravelry. Because I'm Etsy got a lot of stuff going on. So he can, this other one fits too. So that is what that's gonna do. I'm gonna put his scarf back on. So he'll be nice and neat over there. He's too cute. The Grinch. So have that and that. And today I worked on my very first, I'll be posting these. I got to finish the stems. I have this theme going on, the watermelon pumpkins. So I had to put the seeds on them and then the stem, and then I'll be taking pictures of them. So I did one with red and one pink watermelon. So I'm going to, these will be keychains, really cute. I just want to do some samples. They work so really fast. And we'll see what I'm going to do with that, whether I'm going to actually write out the pattern or if I'm going to leave it, just sell the product. Okay, so that's some of the stuff I've been working on. And so as I mentioned to you, this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but it's super cute. I may try to do a bigger version, but for now, that's it. So I decided to go and find another pattern online, and I'm working on it. And this one is a two-toned bag. It's a little bit bigger, a lot bigger. And I'm working on the last few rows of the golden color. And then I probably will use gold just for the handle. Let me tell you what happened here. Why is it two-tone? Well, I ran out of the blue. And I said, let me see what else can go with this. And I think the gold turns out really nice. So tonight I'm going to work on maybe a row or two of this gold, and we will go from there. So with hook in hand, look at that over there, hook in hand, I'm going to just go ahead and finish up. Let's see. I don't have the actual pattern with me, but I know the row is pretty consistent. Let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I need about 2 more rows. And then after the 2 rows, then I'll start working on the top part where it's more solid instead of this like mesh like stitch. But this one, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it worked up real fast. It didn't work up slow, but it's working. And it's a real easy half double crochet stitch. And I'm using 100% cotton yarn. I love this cotton. Hobby Lobbies, I love this cotton. I have a bunch of it. So I said, let me go ahead and work on that and get this out the way. So we'll see. It's almost like just half double crochets. And we'll go from there. Guess you guys can't see, so I can maybe, I don't have the camera set up properly, but you can see me working. It's like I said, it's a really quick stitch. Half double, 2 chains in the middle, half double. So up and up here, everything is just working out beautifully. Working out beautifully. It's a lot of adverse weather conditions, a lot of weird stuff going on with internets and the electricity going out, just a lot of odd things taking place. I think somebody mentioned something about a solar flare. So did I say sun flare, solar flare, whatever? But that is heading toward the earth, and that causes a lot of weird things to happen. It's just so much. I don't even keep up as much as I used to. I used to keep up with a lot of it, but after a while, you start doing too much world news and all this craziness that's going on in the world. You start feeling kind of down, and it's not. You gotta pull back so you can launch again. So I'll be getting ready to see, what is it, August? It's right around the corner. I'll be getting ready for some of my products for the event. And what I want to do is I have tubs of stuff. So what I may start doing is putting some of this stuff onto my Etsy shop. I need to start working on my website. Poor little website. Poor little website. I need to work on my website, get it going, and I'm trying to see what I can do with that. Who knows? I may do some free tutorials or free patterns on my website. But it's almost market season, and I think, what do I think about the economy? It's not as stable as it needs to be. I think there's people, they're the haves and the have-nots. I think people, I don't know. I was listening to something this morning. It was saying something about McDonald's sales were down and that there was a key indicator of the economy. Not so. Their food is nasty. Why would you eat that? I used to, let me tell you something. I used to eat McDonald's a lot. When I was a student, I would go and get my little small cheeseburger and my fries and a drink, and that will be my treat. But after a while, I don't eat it now. Now I have no taste for it. So, because I discovered that it never fills you up. It always, before long, you're always hungry again. So, it's just a I don't think that's an indicator. I think we've been going through some stuff. I think um, it's been a lot of fears about AI, and then there's a lot of people that's rehiring people because they realize AI is not the answer. But if you go to Etsy, I think one of my things I may do is I may do I don't know how it's going to work, a review of the Etsy site of how to spot an AI pattern. I hope, because some of them, it's really interesting. You have to kind of look a little bit and see what some of the reviews are, because some people are using AI to make their pictures prettier than what they really are. Like when you crochet it, when we need to go back to being just original. It is. If it looks wonky, put that wonky picture up. Because nothing is worse than buying something and you find out that it's not what you think. People know how to do really pretty pictures. So I've been noticing that there's some people that's coming on, and you could tell, you're like, look, you've been on Etsy all of 1 month. And you got all these sales because you really sell them under selling and making the true designers be undersold because you're selling these patterns for real cheap. And then there's been some patterns I bought and they have no pictures, there's no instructions, they're just straight words. And then when you start looking at the pattern a little bit closer, if you know how to read patterns, or if you design them like I do, then you find out, wait a minute, there's something missing. You forgot to say this. And then either they retyped it or something. At least get it right. My goodness. So let me see. So, like I say, I've been on for, I'm tired tonight. My brain has been going. My brain is going. I got class tomorrow. To stay active, I got class tomorrow, so I got to really kind of start preparing for that. And hopefully it won't be boring. Sometimes I like to drink coffee because they provide like little snacks and stuff, but I might have to bring my own coffee. But I want to get there so I can get position, sit where I want to sit. And that's one thing I like to do. I want to sit so I can make an escape if I need to. I don't want to be blocked in. But if it's not a lot of people, sometimes the teacher will say, "Wait, can you guys come to the front?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to go to the front." So like I said, I don't really want to be on here long. I've already been on for about 25 minutes. And so, my lovely friends, those who watch the replay, I want to say welcome. Those who are new to my new subscribers, I want to say welcome. Those who are consistent and have been new subscribers, been with me from day one or just been with me, I want to say welcome. I'm going to conclude after I finish. Am I going to wait to go around? Let me see. No, I'm not going to wait till I go around. I'm going to conclude with this last stitch. Because I got to go get ready. I can't stay up late. My husband makes his coffee, and his coffee keeps me up all night. which is good if I'm studying. I'll show you. Here it is again. And I will show you the end results once it is finished. Once it is finished, you will see this latest market bag, and we'll see how big it is. But I think it's a pretty good size. Pretty good size. Stay cool, guys. It's been hot out there. Today's probably been about the most break heat that we have received. It rained this morning, so we got a little cool off. Everything's good. Everything's wonderful. I want to say hi to Panda. I want to say hi to all my friends and Michael and my other little buddy. Until next time. Bye, y'all.